Hello there, Pisces. How's it going, you guys? It's time for your reading. Sorry I missed you guys yesterday. I get really kind of sort of busy around the first of the month. And I'm even really super busy today, but I got up a little extra early so we could do our reading. So anyhow, the rune of the day today, Pisces, is Othala. This is the first rune that I pulled out. And Othala is talking about the family. This is Pisces energy. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going on. Othala in the upright means inheritance. So, it doesn't necessarily mean have anything to do with an inheritance, but it does have something to do with the family. So let's see what's going on. Get some more rocks out here. Or actually, these are bones. These particular runes are made out of bones. What's going on with Pisces? Anzus. Well, now that's okay. Anzus in the upright is good. This is talking about something about, this is information. This is like your communications rune. It's kind of like the Eight of Wands. The difference is that Anzus talks about your work or your school usually. So this could be like a promotion, a raise, a new job, something like that. What else? It could be anything though, Pisces, but generally speaking, Anzus is a rune of communication about your work or something like that. And this is usually like a phone call, okay? It's a phone call or a person to person. What's going on with Pisces? Nathis. So something could be lacking right now in your life, Pisces, and you could be learning something that right now in your life as well, too. The good news about this is if you're lacking, whatever it is that you're lacking, I see this is indicating good news about your money. I'm pretty sure of that. So if you're lacking money, it's not going to be lacking very long with Anzus right here. This is probably more than likely some other type of lack, something else. And it could be learning something as well too. Like I said, Anzus is a rune that talks about either school or work. And next to Nathis, which is talking about learning, what's going on with Pisces? Digas. Well, see, now this is really good news. You see this hardship, this lacking. It's transforming. It's going away. See the butterfly there? This is Digas. This is daylight. Yeah. It's going away. Yeah, things are transforming, and they're transforming really very nicely. Yeah. What else? Pertho. Pertho. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, thank goodness Pertho is in the upright. So things aren't as bad as they seem. Actually, a family member could be worried about something, but there's really no need to worry. Things are not as bad as they seem. There's something here unknown. You know, the thing about the unknown is if you can't see it, you know, daylight is right there. So whatever was not seen is going to be seen. This is most likely a family member. I'm thinking a family member, you know, is in the dark about something, but they're gonna see something here, and something is transforming in our lives for sure. Let's get deeper. You could just be spending time with a family member as well. Some of us could be spending time with a family member, and there could be maybe some sort of a mystery. There could be a, because this is talking about the unknown. Yeah. And then we have Ingwaz, which is Aquarius energy. And I can't really tell what this means yet, because I got to look at the runes coming this way now. But it's very positive, I can tell you that. And it could be sexual energy as well too. Ingwaz is a procreative energy. What's going on with Pisces? Digaz again. Yeah, if this is a family member or something, Pisces, I think that, you know, this is Pisces energy too. You could be dealing with another Pisces as well. Either that, or it could just be taking over your whole read. But and that really rarely happens, but it does sometimes. But this is transformation. This person has changed. So I don't know. Could be any sign though, Pisces, because there's only one Digaz. Digaz not only means daylight, but it also talks about transformation. You see it's shaped like a butterfly? There's only one of them. So it could be any sign. Isa. Isa. Isa is Virgo energy. Isa is like slow. It's like slow moving energy. Okay. Something's moving slow in this other person's energy. It doesn't look bad though. It looks like it's a really good reading. It's just the only thing there is just Isa. And Isa again. Wow. Isa and Isa. Wow, that's a trip. So something's slowly changing, Pisces. And, you know, Isa is right over here touching Othala. I'll show you here in a minute. Let's get these out the way. There we go. So you see Othala right here. This is like the family. Somebody in the family, right? Could be a Pisces. Doesn't have to be. But it's touching Isa right here. Isa is the precursor to victory. Right? So things may be moving slowly, but things are going to turn out. Right now, things may be a little bit... you could be lacking something right at the very present moment, but that is going to for sure transform. You know, look, I see Digaz in here twice, so whatever is lacking is transforming. It's going away. You know, like I said, Isa is a precursor to victory, And you got it twice here, so something's been moving slow, but there's been a major transformation already. What else is going on with Pisces? It's kind of a difficult reading, but I don't see really anything in here at all negative. There's absolutely nothing here negative at all. The only thing that I see here is Pertho here, where there's something unknown. All right, but things are changing and things are transforming for the better. This is absolutely positive right there. So just keep doing what you're doing, Pisces. You know, something is moving towards you, something is moving slow, and it could be with the family. Something with the family is moving slow, but it's moving positive. Othala's in the upright, so whatever is moving slowly, it's moving positively. What else is going on with Pisces? The world. The world. That's interesting. You know, the world talks about, you know, these cycles that we, you know, it can talk about these cycles that we go through. And, you know, this tough cycle right here, you know, it's over. We're moving into a much better cycle. And, you know, it may be a little shocking. I see Hadulaz right there. You know, this, you know, transformation is not always, you know, a very easy thing. In fact, it usually isn't easy, you know. I was just kind of like today thinking about, you know, how some of the things that I've transformed, you know. And it doesn't happen overnight. It's like my fingers, you know, I used to chew my fingers just really, really bad. And now I can't even fathom putting my fingers in my mouth. I don't know why. It's just, it's transformation. What else? The Ace of Swords. I think we got that yesterday too. The Ace of Swords is clarity. Having clarity. See, look, we have daylight right here. This is something's coming clear. Something unknown here is going to become clear. And I like that Ace of Swords. That's good. And you can use this Ace of Swords too, you know, with this newfound clarity. You can use this Ace of Swords to cut out what you don't need. You don't need this. You can easily cut that out with that. It's also, yeah, and strength, and having the strength to just continue on and keep doing what you're doing. See, look at Isa. It hasn't been easy. It definitely hasn't been easy. But, you know, things are looking really good. Look at the bottom of the deck. The 8. Look at that, Pisces. My gosh. You got the 8. You got the 8 of Pentacles. Keep doing what you're doing. This is something to do with your work. See, and now look at this Onzus. This is like a raise or a new job or something. Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing, Pisces. Look at a new beginning is starting. There's the Death card. That's the end of the cycle. And this is the new cycle. Yeah. And look at this. There is the 8 of Wands. Communication. Good news. Good news coming to you, Pisces. I see it right here with Onzus. And look at, he's closing the book on lacking. You see Nathis on those 2 pages? He's closing that book. He's closing the book on that cycle of life and moving forward into a new era. I like it, man. It's pretty good. What else? Let's get one of these shadow cards here. What else is going on with Pisces? Time to give rather than take. Time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So there may be something that you can give, and if it's not, if you can't give, if there's anything at all that you can give, it could be just, you know, just a smile. I mean, if you can't give anything else, you can always give someone a smile. What else? Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon, Pisces. Your commitment is being tested. So just keep doing what you're doing, because whatever it is, whatever that is, you're on the right track, and success is on the way for sure. All right, you guys. All right, let's get into the extended reading here now, and we'll see what else. So what's going on here with Pisces? I guess I'll pull one of these out. These are called the Warm runes. These are from Ireland and Scotland. And they're pretty old. They're not as old as these, but they're old. These go back to like just right before the Roman Empire, you know. I mean, around that time. What is going on with Pisces? Chinya. Well, I like Chinya. Here's Chinya. Chinya. That is the holly tree. I know that much. What else? Hua. Hua. Okay, Hua. You know, Hua kind of reminds me of Nathis. This right here. See the chains on him? Look at the chains on him. He's kind of like chained up. You know what I mean? It doesn't look really all that too happy to me. It looks like he's chained or something. Some sort of hardship. See, this is a hardship. It's going away though. So that's the good news. What else? Louis. Huh. Louis. Well, let's find out what all these are talking about here, Pisces. All right, so first we'll look at Chinya. Where'd Chinya go? There it is. No. Sorry, you guys. There it is. Chinya. Right here. The holly tree. All right. And the meaning of this particular card is expertise, analysis, protection, transformation, creativity, and or ability. Look at this transformation, Pisces. I mean, it's here too. Yeah, things are transforming for sure. You may feel as though you're being secretly sabotaged, or there's a secret plot against you, or you may feel a great deal of anger in your relationships or at work or within yourself at this time. See, I'm looking at Nathis right there. Yeah. Now's not the time. It's telling you here to just basically choose harmony and reason and solve, use this opportunity to use your creative ability to solve any current conflict. All right, and you will. See, look at this. You're using your creative abilities here to do something. Look at, there's Anzus. See Anzus on there? And Lagoose going with the flow. Yeah. So if there's anything going on at work or anything, it's going to go away. All right? Things are looking much better at work than you think. Yeah. So yeah, if you have any obstacles whatsoever, which I see right here with Nathis, just use your creative abilities to get out of it. And you will. You will. Let's look at Hua. Hua is kind of like one of those, it's talking about obstacles. You know, this is the hawthorn tree. It's talking about protection though. So, it's telling you not to run away from any problems that you have and to hit them head on, all right? And don't forget that, to keep your intentions pure, and everything is going to be just fine. Yeah, as long as you have really good intentions in mind, this is really nothing. Yeah. And it's also telling you to keep, your eyes and ears open, because, you're going to get some sort of communication coming in. All right? You're going to get some sort of communication coming in. This has to do with something to do with your job or your money. Yeah. Let's get over here to Louis. Where did Louis go? There it is. Okay. And Louis is the rowan tree. All right. Sounds like it's French, huh? Louis. No, that is Irish. But the meaning of this is defense or herbalism and controlling your actions. All right. So yeah, this is saying to hit your problems head on, but make sure that you're controlling your actions. And of course we do. We're the king of cups. So I mean, Pisces, we can master our emotions for sure. It's also telling you to take care of your pets. Now you may come up with some sort of a sudden burst of creativity as well. Like this whole thing is saying to use your creativity to overcome some sort of an obstacle, and I see you doing that. I do. Let's get some of these shadow cards. Pull out the shadow cards. Yeah, this is kind of like, and I know that you guys are definitely, there's something here that you don't know. But don't worry, you'll find out. Too much light in there. You got daylight on both sides. What's going on with Pisces? Closed-minded, unwilling to consider other perspectives or entertain new ideas. Be more open. So be really open, Pisces. Be as open as you can. Keep your eyes and ears open, because you're going to get some sort of information, some sort of news. So stay as open-minded as you can. Things may not seem like they're, things are not as they seem. This is what you're seeing right here. You're seeing this. But they're not as they seem. They're much better, much better than they look. What else? Healing clarity. Amplify your emotions and bring your shadows to the surface to heal them. Yeah, and I love this card because it reminds us of why I pull the shadow cards out to begin with. That's why I pulled the shadow cards out. What else? Facing fears. It's not about being fearless, but having the courage to progress despite them. And that's what we're doing. That's why transformation is kind of slow, and it's not really always comfortable, and it's not always really easy either. What else? Whoops. Oh my gosh, I'm just dumping them all over the place. I can't pull all those out. The door is open, Pisces. The door is open. Pure intentions can open doors in the universe and make the impossible possible. Believe deeply in goodness and watch the magic happen. That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, make sure that you keep your intentions pure, and it's, yeah, right here. It's talking about your intentions. That's interesting. What else? Let go. Let go, Pisces. Let go of negative people and toxic beliefs. Your time on earth is precious. Invest it wisely and be mindful of who you spend your time with. Yeah, there ain't no sense in hanging out with people that are going to drag you down, that's for sure. Starlight, starlight. Slow down. Don't slow down manifestation through hesitation or worry. Keep the faith and create light in the dark. The path of the stars is made by the same energy. Wow, I really like that. Good card. Let's get some of these out here too. What's going on with Pisces? You got the scythe in reverse. Make sure you're using your intuition, Pisces. Make sure that you are using your intuition. Well, you have the man rune. That's good. That's taking action. That's taking control. I like that. And then you have the rings. And I like that as well, because if you're talking about, whoops, sorry guys, if you're talking about work, you know, if you've been having problems at work, you know, this is talking about working with people. Yeah, let's get into it. I'll explain as we go. The first rune we have here is the death rune, or the scythe rune, and it's in reverse. And so, you know, it could indicate some sort of resistance on our part to change, okay? So try to let go of that resistance. I know, like I said, transformation isn't always easy. You know, it's usually kind of difficult. And it's not, you know, it doesn't feel good all the time. Sometimes it's really instant and it's like, wow, it's wonderful. But most of the time it's slow. And yeah, you just have to keep moving forward. It warns against holding on to what has already served its purpose and urges us to release attachments that prevent us from moving forward on our journey. So it's like what it's saying right here in this card. Let go. Let go. All right. Now we have the man rune. That's pretty good. Yeah, the man rune is good. It's talking about taking control. Let's get to it here. Well, we got that. Where the heck is the man rune at? There it is. Okay. And so the man rune signifies courage, determination, and the power of the masculine spirit. Like the steady stride of a warrior, it represents the strength and resilience needed to overcome challenge and achieve success. So, I mean, we can't really go wrong with that, Pisces. That's good. Now, here with the rings, my poor book. It's falling apart. The ring signifies partnerships and alliances and the merging of energies. See, so this could be like merging with somebody or something. Or teaming up with someone. Like the interlocking rings of a chain, it represents the strength and stability of relationships, fostering harmony and cooperation between individuals. So, you know, if there's no harmony and cooperation right now, there will be. There will be. Especially when I see Digas twice. So there you have it, Pisces. I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. All right, you guys? All right, I'll see you tomorrow, Pisces. Bye for now.